real people in the West who are struggling to survive. And to survive, some of them have to do jobs that no one in China would do.
But what is life really like for these people? Are they branded as outcasts and losers, or is there a richness to their lives that the news reports don't show?
The Cantonese slang for the indigenous North Americans is ghosts. And these days, despite providing us with cheap labor and goods, they are more in danger of being invisible to us than ever before.
All right, I'm here with Jim Monroe, the writer and co-director of Ghosts with Shit Jobs. Jim, how's it going?
It's going good.
Now, for those of us who haven't seen Ghosts with Shit Jobs, and you notice how I blurred over that shit, what's it about?
It's about the year being 2040. The economic predictions have come true, and we are, in fact, completely bankrupt in the West. And we're ending up doing the kind of jobs for Asia and India, kind of the shit jobs that they used to do for us.
And so you guys didn't have a whole lot of money. We'll go into that. So how did you portray the abject poverty of North America in the year 2040?
Well, basically, we found a couple streets in Toronto that were kind of boarded up and unpleasant looking.
Do you find this shocking, the way we live?
A little.
The economic climate currently being quite good in Toronto. It's really hard to find post-apocalyptic spots, but we found them.
And one of the things about this is it's sci-fi, but it's more about ideas than rendered dinosaurs and such. And maybe you could explain how you guys portrayed science fiction ideas without having a science fiction budget.
Sure. I mean, one of the sort of main impetuses for this is that as a science fiction novelist, I was really excited about maybe getting some of the ideas onto the screen that have been kind of like really exciting in novels for years, but for various, they're not as photogenic as say, spaceships exploding or people mutating in front of your eyes and that kind of stuff. So we're really interested in sort of exploring the kind of lo-fi sci-fi, what we call lo-fi sci-fi, and that it kind of is more about the sort of the character development of someone in sort of unusual futuristic sort of situations rather than the green screen kind of capabilities of that current moment in filmmaking.
Oh, haven't seen one of these in a while. Yeah.
So are the spiders still a problem, or?
Nah, the infestation only lasted like a couple years. Spiders died off ages ago. That's how cold it gets here. Too cold for giant mutant spiders.
You've always been a pretty anti-corporate guy, and that's in your books and your graphic novels and everything else. And how were you able to explore those themes in this movie?
Yeah, I think that just looking at how, in the case of the human spammer, there's this level of quantification of what already exists currently, which is a kind of stealth marketing. You have people in New York kind of dropping brand names into conversations to, attractive people.
Oh, well. I see you also enjoy a light and refreshing grog of enduring excellence. To Chang Sao.
In the future, it's just going to be quantified more in a kind of and sort of tracked in a more seamless way, so that you will have kind of like people like that in the future who will just be mentioning brands, and it'll be tallying up the kind of brand mentions in a name. So yeah, and I feel like that's a corrosive, terrible thing to happen. And I wanted to kind of to show not only that it's a terrible thing for the recipient, but also on some level, there's a level of prostitution that comes with that from the people who end up making their money by basically, pimping out their social lives to mentioning brands. And I feel like, no one really wins except the corporations in that case.